Hey everyone, Baird here. Welcome to a new video for today, and in today's video we are going to be talking about 7 ways that I boost my productivity and 7 ways you can also boost yours. So let's get right into it. So today's consultant call winner is Rachel. Congratulations, Rachel. You said ecom and a video about ClickFunnels. That's a wonderful video recommendation. I think the next video I make will be the difference between ClickFunnels and Shopify and how you can use ClickFunnels to increase your sales, average order value, and basically just get a better return on your ad spend, because ClickFunnels works very, very well, and I'd love to tell you guys all about how it's working for me. So congratulations, Rachel, once again. Just send me a message on Instagram. We can set up a time and talk about whatever you want. It's a free consulting call. So if you guys want to win a free consulting call, all you have to do is 1, be subscribed, 2, like this video, and 3, comment ecom along with a video recommendation you want me to make in the future. And that's it. You're entered to win a free consulting call. And real quick, I just want to give a warm welcome to everyone who's entered my program already. I'm getting nothing but positive feedback from you guys, and that makes me so motivated. Like I said, I'm going to be adding content on a bi-weekly basis. So every other week, I'm going to be adding new course content to make it even better, even more refined for you guys. So if you're interested, you can just click the first link in the description, or you can message me on Instagram, and I'd love to answer your questions. But like I said, I'm getting nothing but positive feedback from you guys. That makes me so happy, and I'd love to see you all inside the program. So the first thing that I do every single day to make sure that I have a productive day is I wake up early, and that's because a couple reasons. First off, I love mornings. I love the birds chirping, I love being alone, I love the way it smells. I'm just a morning guy. Usually I'm the first person up in my house, so that gives me time to be alone, gives me time to work on things that I want to work on. Don't get me wrong, I also go to bed pretty late. I go to bed around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning, but I wake up around 8 o'clock probably every single morning if I'm not feeling good. Like today, I'm sick. I woke up at like 10 o'clock today. I usually don't wake up this late, but like I said, I'm sick, so I'm giving myself some time to rest. If I really wanted to, I bet you I could sleep until 11 o'clock if I was trying. But if I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, I now have an extra 3 hours to take care of anything that I need to take care of during the day. So starting your day off early, starting it off right, starting it off productive really helps me become more and more productive as the day progresses, because if you start your day off right, if you make your bed, chances are you will continue to be productive during the day, unless you decide you want to hit a brick wall and play Fortnite for the rest of the day. So the second thing I do to stay productive is I have a schedule, and I recommend that you guys also start a schedule. If you don't have a schedule already, then start one. But if you do have a schedule, then great. Having a schedule during your day really helps you organize what you have to do during that day. So if I have everything I need to get done and I can schedule it throughout the day, then it becomes a lot less stressful. So let's just say you've got so much going on tomorrow, you're stressing the night before because you don't know how you're gonna accomplish everything. You've got way too much on your plate. But if you set up a schedule, say, all right, from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I can take care of this. From 9:30 to 10 o'clock, I can take care of this. If you can basically plan everything out throughout your day, you'll find that everything you have to do is not that stressful. That's a huge stress reliever for me, because sometimes I think of everything that I have to do, and it can get a little overwhelming because I don't necessarily have a schedule. But when I do put that all in a schedule, then it becomes so much more easy to follow, and it's not as daunting or as overwhelming anymore, because you can see it in front of you. You can say, all right, I can do this in the morning, I can do this in the afternoon, I can do this at night, and I'm done. Having a schedule really just helps you become more productive. You can add more stuff throughout the day. So let's just say everything I was stressing out about, I finished on my schedule at 1 o'clock. So now I have from 1 o'clock till 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night to do anything else I want to do during that day, whether it's work, whether it's play, whether it's really anything. Also guys, I'm kind of sick, so sorry if I sound a little nasally. I'm getting over a cold, so give me 2 or 3 days and I should be fine again, but my apologies. The third thing that I do every single day to be productive, I take care of the hardest things first. So if I have something that I'm really stressing about, whether it's a huge project that I know I need to get done, really whatever it is, the hardest thing I always get done during the beginning of the day. So if you can take care of the hardest things, then you'll find that your day becomes a lot less stressful, because you're not waiting and procrastinating through the day. You're not saying, all right, I know I have to do this, I know I have to do this in the afternoon, I know I have to do this evening. If you take care of it first thing in the morning, then it's done. You don't have to worry about it. Your day gets easier, and you find yourself not stressing for the rest of the day about that one thing that you knew you had to get done. Also, taking care of the hardest things first, I think, really helps you become a stronger person, because the more you confront everything that's stressing you out, the more you confront everything that you know you have to do, and the more you do hard tasks, the more you'll find that those hard tasks aren't necessarily as hard anymore. You get used to doing it every single day, and now it's just normal. Now it's just not even hard. It's just another everyday activity, basically. So that leads us into the fourth thing, which is getting a good night's sleep, eating healthy, and taking care of yourself. That is super important. If you don't take care of yourself mentally and physically by getting a good night's sleep, by going to the gym every day, by eating a healthy, well-balanced diet, then you'll find that you're gonna burn out fairly quick. You're not going to have nearly as much energy. We can't run 24/7 all the time nonstop, because you need sleep. That's why we sleep. We need to recharge. We need to recharge our brains, recharge our bodies. We need to recover when we work out and all that kind of stuff. We need sleep, and the only way we can recover is by sleeping. I get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night, and if I don't, then I suffer from it, because I know that my body will not perform nearly as well if I get 2 hours of sleep or 3 hours of sleep, just because that's how I work. And also, adding on to that, everybody's body is different. I have friends who get 3 hours of sleep and they're completely fine. I don't know how. I need a little bit more sleep, and I have friends who get like 12 hours of sleep and they're still zombies. So it really depends on, you know, who you are in your body. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's sleep cycle is different. For me, 8 hours of sleep is a necessity. Make sure if you're working all day long, 12 hours, 15 hours a day, whatever you're doing, make sure you have time to stop, eat a healthy meal, drink enough water. I have this thing I carry around every day because I know that I won't drink enough water unless I carry this around. This has about a gallon, I think, of water in it. Maybe a little bit less, but this is a lifesaver. Get a big water bottle because the bigger the water bottle, the more water you will drink. So I think eating healthy, drinking healthy, getting enough sleep during the day, and getting a good exercise regimen going on is super vital to becoming successful, to becoming productive, because the more you feed your body good, the more good you will get out of your body. So if you're sitting on the couch all day not doing anything, you're not going to have a lot of energy. Also, the more your body moves, the more your body functions, the more you can think, the healthier your brain is. Your brain works through motor function. So the more you're moving your arms, the more you're moving your body, the more your brain actually works the way it should. So if you're just sitting on your ass all day, your brain is not going to work nearly as hard as if you were moving around, going to the gym, working out, and doing other stuff during the rest of the day. So exercising not only helps your body, but it helps your brain too, so just remember that. Now, number 5 is I will outsource anything that I don't want to do personally myself. Whether I don't have enough time during the day to do that task, or I don't have enough experience, or I just don't want to do it, I will outsource and hire someone to do it for me because I know that I can do this during the time that I was going to do that. And it might cost me $50 to have somebody else do this one task for me, but if I do this task instead, I might make $150 or $1,000 instead. So the way I think of it is if there's 2 things that I need to get done during that day, one will make me $1,000 and one will make me $100, I'm going to hire someone, pay them maybe $50 or so to take care of this task, still make $50 off of that, but now I have time to do the thing that would make me $1,000, and now I make $1,050. I've done both tasks because I chose to hire someone to do the task for me. So if there's a task that I don't necessarily want to do, or if I don't have enough experience, or if I just don't think I can do nearly as good of a job, then I'm going to hire someone to do it for me. This video is all about how you can boost your productivity. So if there's something that you need to do, you know it's gonna take 3 hours, and you could easily pay someone 20 bucks to do that, and in those 3 hours you can do something else that might make you even more than that, then it's a no-brainer. You should do that because now you get both of those tasks done and you would have made more money. So don't be afraid to outsource. Don't be afraid to hire someone to do something for you, especially if you can be more productive during that time. If you don't have anything else you need to do during that time, then do it yourself. You know, that's completely fine. But if you have a lot of stuff on your plate, you need a lot of stuff done, and you can easily hire someone to do one of the tasks for you, then it's a no-brainer. You should be doing that. Number 6 is you should be reading more books. You should be reading books. Knowledge. Yeah.
New Lamborghini here.
I'm ready. Anyways, guys, this is heavy, but books are super important becoming more successful because there are stuff that books teach that just websites and videos they won't teach. So the very first business book that I ever read, and I believe this really changed my life, is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It changes the way you deal with people, it changes the way you think, it changes the way you act. It really opens your mind. Reading books is basically like working out for your mind, and you know, it's not the same as reading books online. I prefer reading books so much more because I find that reading books, I retain the information a lot better than reading it online on my computer, because you're actually in the book. You don't have 10 tabs open on your laptop with your YouTube, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, all your social medias. You don't have all that to distract you. You just have you and this book in your hands. For everyone who's interested in reading a book, this is the book I would recommend you read first. Maybe you've already read How to Win Friends and Influence People. I would suggest maybe you read Think and Grow Rich by, I just dropped a book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Those are 2 amazing books that will give you a lot of good insight on business, especially if you're just getting started off. They will teach you so much about the principles of business and the philosophy of selling and business in general. They'll give you good stories of really famous business mistakes that you can learn from in the past, business successes that you can learn from. These books have nothing but good information, jam-packed of just solid knowledge that you guys can learn from. And I know some of you guys watching this video don't necessarily enjoy reading, and that's completely fine. I was in the same situation that you guys were in. I hated reading. It just wasn't for me. It just seemed like a chore until I read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And then I realized that, holy cow, these books actually work, these books actually help you out, and think of them as an investment in yourself. The more you read, the smarter you'll become, the better your vocabulary will become, the better you'll think, the more clearly you'll think, and the more you'll be able to finesse in real life with business situations. And you'll find that literally every single skill, your motor skills, your communication skills, your thought processing, your speech, literally everything improves when you start reading books. I can honestly keep going on why I think books are important, but instead I'm going to give you guys a couple books that I would also recommend you guys read. And girls, Of course, I know some girls probably watching this, but not many, but most of you guys. The Laws of Human Nature, this book is amazing. Digital Marketers Sound Off, this talks all about marketing and advertising. Really great book. This book is called The 48 Laws of Power. So the very next book is this book right here, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. I don't know if I pronounced the last name right. Covey. I keep on dropping books, man. I've got too many books in my lap. This book is pretty self-explanatory. It's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So if you're not reading any of these books, or if you're not reading any books in general, I would strongly suggest you guys start reading. These are 2 books that I would recommend anybody reads, no matter how old you are, no matter what you're doing. These books will make your life that much better. So let's move on into the last topic. All right, so the very last thing is you need to have a proper mindset. Now, what do I mean by that? So a proper mindset means a lot of things. It means you're dedicated, it means you're motivated. Having a proper mindset is one of the most important things that you can possibly have, whether it's somebody who's had enough of their 9-to-5 job or a huge injury like mine, or whatever reason it was. Most of these success stories start off with mindset. For me, I had the mindset of, why did this have to happen to me? Why did I have to have my ACL torn? Why did I have to have surgery? Why do I have to be bedridden? Why am I not in college or with all my friends? But then one day I woke up and I said, I could either have self-pity for the rest of my life about this, or I could completely change my mindset, and instead of thinking, why me? Why did this have to happen to me? You know, this sucks. I could say, all right, think of that as an opportunity. Don't think of it as a burden. So now instead of thinking I'm bedridden for the next 4 months, now I have 4 months of opportunity to learn Shopify, to learn dropshipping, to learn e-commerce, to get where I want to be, because I've got nothing but time, and that is a new opportunity instead of a burden. So having proper mindset really helps you make the best out of any situation. Really, I could have been, super depressed, which I was really depressed when I tore my ACL and after I had surgery, because I couldn't go to school, I couldn't work a normal job, most of my friends were out of town, I wasn't making any money, and I had nothing to do until I changed my mindset. And with a proper mindset, really everything that I listed, you will do so much easier. I know that if I wake up early, I'll be productive, and if I'm productive, then I'll be successful. I know that if I read books, I'll be more productive and I'll be more successful. All of the things that I've listed in this, 7 ways to become more productive, mindset plays a role in all of them. If you don't have a proper mindset and you do everything that I listed, if you wake up early, if you read books, if you do that, you will develop a proper mindset further down the road. It will come to you. It might not come to you immediately, it might not come to you tomorrow, but you will get a good mindset the more you train your brain to read books, to wake up early, to be more productive, to do everything that I just listed in this video. If you want a free consulting call, you know what you have to do. Be subscribed, like this video, comment ecom with a video recommendation you want me to make in the future, and you're entered. So that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.